realize that you have so many problems going to be coming along the way. You know what I'm saying? If you guys are a guy or a girl, it doesn't matter the gender. This is just for anyone, you know what I mean? But if you guys have any responsibilities, you're going to think, yo, bumperclaw, right? Life ain't all that, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's like, if you think you got life figured out, go speak to an older person. So what we'll be talking about. So before I get to the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do that good stuff, and let's get straight into it. So go speak to an older person, man. I'm telling you this for right now. Some of you guys might like old people. Some of you guys might not like old people because, you know, either A, because they do wisdom, or B, because they yap on too long. Listen, I see both sides. I see why people don't like them. I see why people like them. But that's not the whole point. But in general, if you guys are young, if you guys are my age, I'm 20 years old, or if you guys are even 30, 40, if you guys, whatever age actually you're at, you know what I'm saying, speak to an old person that's actually has a good track record for themselves. Because I'll tell you this for a fact, when I was younger, right, I dismissed, I didn't say I didn't like old people, I just dismissed it, like, because when you're younger, right, you know, you're more of like a brain rot type of man, you know what I'm saying? You don't really want to have value. You kind of want to just go on your PlayStation, or you want to play your Nintendo Switch, you want to play your Wii U, DS back in the day. If you guys know, you know what I'm saying, and all that type of stuff. But the more you get older, the more you realize that you have so many problems going to be coming along the way. You know what I'm saying? If you guys are a guy or a girl, it doesn't matter the gender. This is just for anyone, you know what I mean? But if you guys have any responsibilities, you're going to think, yo, bumperclaw, right? Life ain't all that, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's like so many struggles with life and stuff like that. And the best way of doing it, like, obviously you can watch videos and stuff like that. And you know, I don't knock you guys for watching videos, not just my videos or any videos about making sure you can improve yourself or self-development stuff or stuff like that. But it's about the action. This is the main thing a lot of people struggle on, is that the action is not there. Like, a lot of people can watch videos, a lot of people can read books, a lot of people can watch podcasts, a lot of people can flip and do whatever, you know what I mean? Meditate, for all their life. But in reality, the action's not there. And without action, there's no reaction. You know what I'm saying? So, as I said, going back to what I was saying, is that, like, you need to speak to an older person. And I don't want to just say this and then you guys don't put the action in. Like, actually go do it. You guys know old people. Like, you can speak to your granddad, speak to your grandma, speak to, maybe if you guys take a bus, speak to an old person. Or if you guys do something for work, or you just want to, or you be friendly, or if you guys are extroverted, and you want to go speak to people, go speak to an old person. This is what I do as well. Like, in reality, like, is there times where you don't want to speak to people? I get that 100%. I'm not saying every old person goes, oh shit, I just put my eye. Yeah, pretend we didn't die, I just lost aura. But so pretend like I'm not saying go speak to every old person you see on the street. I'm not saying that, but saying a situation where, like, you know, you got nothing to do, or you just want to try to be social, so like, speak to an old person. I guarantee, don't even do it for any intention. Just do it just to see how the day is. I promise you, all my flipping days, the amount of wisdom you get, it's crazy. I'll tell you this, some people ask me like, oh, how, like, because from some people that know me personally might be thinking, you know, you used to be this, you used to be this, you used to be this, and now you've changed a little bit, you have the mindset. And part of it's due to myself, like, do my own research, part of it's due to me watch this, but part of it as well, especially when I used to do door-to-door sales as well, and this is the one thing I loved about door-to-door sales, is that you speak to a load of people and you get different types of people's perspectives, is that I spoke to a lot of old people, especially at door-to-door sales as well, I did. And is there times where they yapped on for like 40, 50 minutes when I'm trying to get a sale? Yes, and you know, I got bored. Yeah, I get that. But some of the times, I'm telling you, the wisdom that they get, bro, honestly, is absolutely mad. It's absolutely crazy that, you know, what's going on and stuff. And the kind of thing I realized is that, like, and I was, 18 at the time. I think this one old person I spoke to, I forgot what the location was. I don't know if it was in Norwich or something like that. I forgot specifically where it was, man. But they told me about, like, you're young now, you got to go take this opportunity right now. And, you know, and I know that's a simple quote. I know it's not like the most powerful quote that you guys have heard or anything like that, and you probably heard this before, but that really stuck with me, because he said that to me, and I vividly remember this as well. Like, he said that, yo, like, the world's not sunshine and rainbows. You got to go do this, you got to do this, and you got to make sure that you can elevate. You know what I'm saying? You're young, you know, you're speaking to people, and I really respect that. And it really has stuck to me. And yeah, could I got this advice from anyone? Yeah, cool. But in reality, let's be honest, when it's from an older person, it means more, because they've lived it. They've lived it. A lot of people have too many egos as well. This is another thing I want to talk about, where the reason why you don't want to speak to old people because you have an ego that you don't. Listen, you're not that guy. I don't care who you are. You're not that guy. Everyone, listen, people who think that the big Billy Bugs saying like, yeah, you know, I know everything. You don't. You have life figured out. I don't have life figured out. Listen, I got shit to learn. You have got stuff to learn, and that's fine. This thing about, oh, well, you know what? Oh, I got life figured out, and oh, yeah, you know, I know everything. You don't. You generally don't. No one, I don't think anyone knows everything. I don't think everyone knows everything. Everyone has stuff that they need to learn. And that's completely fine. That's the whole point of life, is that you need to start learning. I'm saying, and it's when you start learning, you start earning. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of bars right there. You know what I'm saying? Geoman Daily, start showering me. But going back to what I'm saying, it's not like, just start talking to old people, and you get the value that you don't even get from social media. This is the thing a lot of people do, right? And, you know, this is the problem, like, I don't know, but like, a lot of people go on social media because the reason why people go on social media and they look at self-development videos and stuff like that, because the easiest thing to do. It's easy just to go on your phone, look at a YouTube video and get inspired by these videos. Even my videos too as well. It's easy for you to do that. But the biggest thing I'm telling you is going up to someone and speaking to someone. And it doesn't have to be too personal or anything like that. Just on anything in general about life, any tips, advice, or anything like that, or even someone that wants to get to your place. Or say, for example, you know, you're at like an expensive restaurant, or anything like that. You see someone that has wealth, you know what I'm saying? You go up to them and start speaking to them. That's the best thing you can do. Instead of just looking at them and thinking, oh, I'm hating, oh, I have a big ego, I don't need to learn anything off them. Humble yourself, because you're not that guy, and go up to that person and start talking to them. And yeah, cool, anxiety comes into this thing, and yeah, I get that, so you have social anxiety stuff. But really, once you overcome that social anxiety and you start doing it, it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it, because, you know what I'm saying, you'll actually have that knowledge, and you actually have that inspiration in your head and stuff like that, which you won't get from anyone else, because it's not from YouTube, it's not from that. And not only that, that's just the first step. The second step about it, and I already mentioned it earlier in the video, is put the fucking action in. Once they tell you that shit, that's the thing. People just think, okay, go speak to an older person, that's it. It's much more than that, mate. It's much more than that. The best thing you need to do is go and actually put the action that they tell you. I'm not saying follow them religiously like a book or anything like that, but in reality, you have to actually go and put the action in and make sure that you can translate to your own self. And then once you start doing that, listen, this is how it goes. This is how it goes. And this is what you need to start doing. And I'm telling you right now for a fact, it is going to do you wonders. Like, as I said, it goes back to my point where a lot of people, it's so easy just to look at my videos, or it's so easy to look at self-development videos and also on that, and then just kind of get inspired from it. It's about putting the fucking action. And if you guys made it this far, I mean, you know, I'm sure this is actually helping you. And hopefully I can actually make sure that this can actually help you with everyday life, wherever you guys are struggling and stuff like that. But in reality, this is what I've done. You know what I'm saying? And should I do it a little bit more? I will say yes. But right, this is what I did, like, when I was 18. You know what I'm saying? And this is how I got this knowledge right now, where, you know, you have to be aware, you have to be sure you have the mindset and stuff like that. Because truthfully, and I'm just going to say, oh, you're arrogant, but I'm going to say anyway, well, a lot of people my age don't have this intelligence. A lot of people my age don't even have don't even post this on YouTube. And I'm not saying if you don't post on YouTube that you're not powerful. I'm not saying that, but people don't have the balls to be doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it is. You have to have the confidence. You have to know yourself and make sure you can take action, stuff like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. The moral of the story is, go speak to an older person if you don't have life figured out. And even if you have life figured out, go speak to an older person anyway. They have the wisdom. They're not an enemy. A lot of people take the piss at old people. Bro, honestly, they have so much knowledge more than you, that you won't even imagine. And even me, there's probably some things they'll probably say to me that I might never thought before. There's so much stuff to learn. And a lot of people limit themselves because they have big egos. You know what I'm saying? They're arrogant. They don't care about life. And listen, if that's how you want to live, that's fine. But don't complain about the consequences that you're not where you want to be because you have an ego. So you got to drop that ego, humble yourself, go speak to an older person, and go from there. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do that good stuff. Any other videos you want me to do, drop down in the comments below. If you're enjoying these ROMZ talks, you guys are empowered from this, you know what to do, drop a comment down below, subscribe, like. I'll speak to you guys tomorrow. Road to 200 subs, guys. Subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Peace.